Welcome to the Friday 13th YouTube channel, Metalheads. Today we're going to be talking about a progressive metal band called Sky Empire. Now, the band have just released their new album called The Shifting Tectonic Plates of Power Part 1, released on ViciSolum Productions. Now, in 2018, the band released their first EP. It was called The Dark Tower. This was released on a Dutch label called The Rock Company, and the new album features a fantastic vocalist that all of us should know, Scott Soto. That's right, guys, Scott Soto. Once the singer for Yngwie Malmsteen, also had a fantastic band called Talisman. And in later years, his band Apollo Sons with Mike Portnoy, Derek Sheringham, and Bumblefoot, and also Billy Sheen, a fantastic band. If you've not heard Sons of Apollo, check them out. But in the meantime, Sky Empire's new album is a fantastic album. Now, I'm not sure when this band were formed, but I did interview the band earlier this month. If you have not seen the interview, please check it out. There'll be a link at the end of this review. The band are very much inspired by early bands such as Rush, Yes, Journey, and Deep Purple, but they also mix the elements of heaviness of Symphony X, Yngwie Malmsteen, Iron Maiden, Pantera, and bands like that. With the band releasing the EP The Dark Tower, this is available on Bandcamp. So I'm going to tell you the lineup for the Dark Tower EP. On keyboards, we'd have Tom Hobson, Jordan Inverhov on vocals, Remi Jalabert on drums, Daz Lecutier on guitars, and on bass guitar would have Tony Snow. So that's the lineup for the EP, The Dark Tower. And for the new album, like I said, we'd have Scott Soto on vocals and new bassist John Delaney. So that's the lineup for the current new album. So this new album consists of 7 songs. So I'm going to tell you the song titles for this new album. We'd open up with Prolegomonium, The Encomium of Creation. We'd have this On the Shores of Hollowed Haven, The Emissary, In My Father's Eyes, Hey Fair, The Last Days of the Planet Fantasy, and the last song would be called House of Cards. Now, guitarist Dranzig would be handling the songwriting for this album. He's done a fantastic job. He's come up with some great ideas and melody hooks and some fantastic vocals, like I say, by Scott Soto. As we all know, he's one of the finest metal singers out there. The album was produced by Dranzig himself, who has done a fantastic job. It's very crisp, powerful, very charismatic album. And the album was mastered by Sean McGee, who's worked with Iron Maiden, Rush, The Beatles, Journey, some fantastic musicians out there. Now, the opening track is an instrumental, and if you're a fan of Symphony X, The Heaviness of Pantera, and also the melodic Swedish band Dark Waters, this is a fantastic opening track. And if you're a musician, you'd appreciate how technical, how well complex this song is. It's really well put together, fantastic opening track. Now, as we all know, Scott Soto is one of the finest singers, as I explained. He's very well adapted to playing progressive metal, especially with his last project, Sons of Apollo. As I explained earlier on, the opening track is an instrumental. This is followed by the song On the Shores of Hallowed Haven, which I think is a pretty good song. I don't actually think it's the best song to follow the instrumental, and it kind of picks up towards the end of the song. This could be about something from Talisman or maybe something Sons of Apollo. Like I said, it's not the most exciting song after an instrumental opening track. Next song is The Missionary. Now, this is more like it. This should have been the second song on the album. It's a really good, catchy song with some great playing. Vocal harmonies by Scott Soto and vocals in general are fantastic. It's definitely a song for fans of Talisman and Sons of Apollo. So if you like those two bands, you're not going to be disappointed with Scott Soto's performance and the music in general for this song. All in all, it's a fantastic, catchy song. So if you really want to check out a great song on this album, check out The Missionary. The next song, Into My Father's Eyes. This is pretty much reminds me of 2 bands, Lalu and A to Z. Both bands features members of Fate's Warning. This is pretty much like that. So if you are a fan of Lalu and A to Z, then I really do think that Into My Father's Eyes is a song that you're going to be able to check out and enjoy. The next song, Wayfarer, is a fantastic song. If you're a fan of Dream Theater and Sons of Apollo, this is right up your street. There's some great playing all around and a fantastic guitar solo. And generally, I do think this is a really, really good album. But like I said, the second song, On the Shores of Hallowed Haven, should have been a little bit further on in the album. Production's great, the playing's great, and the fantastic vocals. So if you are a fan of the bands already mentioned, this is a fantastic album for you. Make sure that you add this to your Christmas list. So I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. Production's great, the songwriting is good, but like I do say, the second song, On the Shores of Hallowed Haven, should have been later on in the album, probably the last song on the album. But all in general, it's a great album. So fans of progressive metal and rock, this is a great album to check out. You can buy it on Bandcamp as well as in the store. So thanks for watching, Metalheads. Speak to you soon. More albums coming soon.